Hi, so family. Welcome back to my channel. We talk about all things to heal, grow, and evolve. And today, this video may be all over the place. It was something that's been on my mind for a while about how the spiritual community is not really community for the most part, at least from what I've seen from my own perspective. And I want to talk about this because it's been on my mind for a little bit, and how, especially people who call themselves spiritual, a lot of them just walk around with a facade. Like, it's just about aesthetics and looking spiritual, having the talks of being spiritual, saying a bunch of spiritual words to each other to make yourself feel good. Like, yes, peace goddess, peace queen, peace Nubian starseed from the Palladian galaxy. It's all about this good words and good feelings, but when it actually comes down to like discussing about growing and evolving, that's where everybody stays silent. They go ghost. It's all crickets. And for me, it feels like, especially what I've seen, for me, even for me, like being around people who call themselves spiritual, I feel very left out, or I feel like I stand out within our own spiritual community, because like I don't really care about like the superficial, the crystals, the planets. Like, that's good to talk about. Like, I'm totally down to talk about that stuff, but if that's all we're talking about as a community, like, we're going nowhere with that. And what I'm really here for, I'm looking for people in my own community and my own inner circle to have discussions and actually interventions on how we're going to grow as people, how we're going to evolve, how we're going to get this knowledge about ourselves and about the world and about other worlds and other dimensions. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here to do with my own soul mission, with my own purpose in this life. And finding other people who are like-minded like that is surprisingly hard for me. I didn't think it would be this difficult to find people who align with the same philosophies and align with the same values I had within our own spiritual community. Even like the quote-unquote spiritual groups that I go to, the events, a lot of them is just about, oh, tarot, sage, crystals, love and light, and then that's it. But like when I try to like have discussions about, hey, you know, I like to talk about metaphysics, things about the afterlife, how we can grow, astral projection, dreams, all of these things that excite me and bring so much light in me, is like a lot of times it's not reciprocal. And I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. Maybe I'm doing the most trying to find people like that. I don't know. But that's just what I've been experiencing. It's not really a community. It is just an aesthetic to look good and to feel good by telling each other they're gods and goddesses without actually doing any work to call themselves that, in my opinion. And to me, spirituality is about gaining knowledge, right? And using that knowledge, applying that knowledge in our life. But a lot of people be gatekeeping like actual spiritual knowledge for our people. And it's not gatekeeping in the good way. It's gatekeeping to only have the information for like themselves and for like the people around them. And I feel like this comes to like spiritual ego, like you wanting to know all the information to make you feel like you're the true master, feel like you're like the real God in your life. And having that, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're trying to have that control or trying to have that one up in your community above other people. And that doesn't really sit right with me. Especially when it comes to like Facebook groups or like even like YouTube communities. For me, like a lot of times it just doesn't seem genuine. It doesn't seem like you're actually here to like help people, use your own gifts to like be of service to others, actually walk in your life purpose and walking in your soul's mission. It just doesn't seem like that to me. Like I said, I'm only saying this from my own experience and what I've experienced with other people after being on my spiritual journey. And honestly, it's been upsetting because like I've been waiting. I've been getting this message that my soul family is going to be here. They're on their way. We're meeting. It's a reunion. But I've been getting the same message for years now. And I've been in this isolation period of my life for years now, and it's getting very tired. It's getting very tiring for me. Like, I've had people come in and out of my life, people who I've been so excited and so happy and so filled with joy to have this person in my life, because I finally feel understood. I finally feel seen. I finally feel like people will take me seriously in my life just to find out they weren't really meant to be in my life for a long period of time. It was just for a season. And of course, people come in and out of our lives for us to grow, to heal from, to learn lessons. There is a lesson that maybe I needed to learn about myself from these people. When it comes to like actual soul family, your inner circle, your support group, people who understand you, who align with you, who help each other grow and evolve, having that synergy energy. I still have yet to meet anyone in my life like that. Or I still have yet to meet anyone who has any similar philosophies or ideas about life or about spirituality as me. So yeah, this isolation period in my life is honestly starting to take a toll on me. I know that I'm never truly alone, you know, spirit always has my back, the ancestors are here. But us being in this human form, this 3D form, us as humans, spiritual beings living a human experience. The human experience is being around other people. The human experience is interacting with other people. We're never meant to be alone for forever, for an extremely long period of time. We do need community. We do need people by our sides. And that's where the funny part to me is. You would think as like people who call themselves spiritual, a lot of them feel left out, or a lot of them feel like they're not understood by the majority of people, I guess by the masses, because our philosophies are different from societal norms. And you would think that all of us coming together, we would have at least some type of union or some type of community, but it's really just a bunch of aesthetics. Even within the own community, there's still fear-based mindsets. There's still a lot of judgment and criticism. Like I was saying, going back to like tarot, crystals, astrology, that's been like blown up, it's been commercialized, it's been trendy, so everybody knows about that now. So that's what they gravitate to, and that's what they're comfortable with. That is their comfort zone. They're okay with the crystals, they're okay with the tarot, they're okay with the astrology because that's what they're used to. That's what they're comfortable with. But it's like anything outside of that, they're like, oh, is she crazy? Oh, I don't know what her deal is. It's like they don't know what to do. Or when it comes to like metaphysics, talking about life after death, talking about the inevitable, talking about actually doing your shadow work, going within yourself, facing your fears, is like they don't want to do that. But isn't that what spirituality is about? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the word spiritual, I feel like spirituality has been construed into a whole different meaning. It's not just crystals and sage. It's about doing the work so that you don't have to come back here again. And that's what I'm doing. And I've been actively looking for my true soul family who was also doing the work here to evolve and help each other evolve and get up out of here so we never have to return to this earth again. But I feel like that's not the case, so with a lot of other people. And that's frustrating to me, because how is there a facade within our own spirituality? At first I was like, am I the problem? Like like is there something within me that I am just feeling very isolated within a group of other people, or I feel like I stand out, or I feel like I'm not understood within people who are, you know, you would think who would understand me. So I'm really thinking like, is it me? Or like, what is the issue here? I don't know, y'all. I'm just ranting. This is just things that's been on my mind for a while. And I wanted to make a video about this for anyone who has the same experience as me. And also to mention, a lot of spiritual communities are very cliquey. Like, I feel like all of these things that we're seeing, like fads, aesthetics, just for looks, clicks, I feel like we're just back in high school again. It's like a spiritual high school. A lot of them are very, very cliquey. And it's just, a lot of times it just gives mean girl energy. And I'm not with that. That's not for me. If you're giving mean girl energy for being cliquey, you're still in your ego. You haven't done the shadow work on yourself. You haven't done a lot of healing work on yourself, because you're still carrying around that ego with you, but now it's a spiritual ego. And for me, I feel like I've just been frustrated a lot because of that isolation within an isolation, being in a spiritual group or actively being in spiritual communities. Like, it really does make me feel like, damn, like I really don't belong here. That's what it really feels like. And I never want to come on here just to be fake deep. I'm just on here to share my own experiences of things I've learned and things I've done my own research on and things I've personally experienced about healing, about facing traumas, about things in the higher dimensions, dreams, in the spirit world. and I want to share that story with you. And I've noticed other YouTubers, even with them in their own community, like it's like the way they warp spirituality just to be about peace, love, light. They're not really getting deep into the true meaning of knowledge, the true meaning of evolution, using this knowledge and applying it into your life so that we can get up out of here. As I was saying, even with these gurus and these YouTubers, it's the same. It's just a bunch of aesthetics, and it's just a bunch of good words, and I like to call it spiritual masturbation. That's the real word. Just a lot of feel-good words to make ourselves feel good, to big up ourselves. Yes, you're a goddess, you're a queen, you're a star seed, you're from the Pleiades, you're from the 12th dimension. I mean, yeah, all of that is great, but like, yeah, you should know who you are. So what are we gonna do about it? And then that's where the crickets come in. And it's never my intention to do that or have that type of same philosophy. Like, I'm just here sharing my information and here trying to encourage people to do the work for themselves and actually listen to our intuition, follow our promptings. I'm really only here because I followed my promptings. Spirit told me to start a YouTube channel and I did it. Even though it took me a while, okay? I got this message a year ago, not gonna lie, and it's now I'm just starting it, but I'm still following my prompt nonetheless. But I'm still here. I have no idea how this channel is going to play out or where this channel is going to go, but all I can do is really just trust in spirit that everything's gonna work out for me, and we'll see where it goes from there. So that's what I wanted to talk about. That's pretty much what's been on my mind. Just being in isolation stage and being around other spiritual people who I still feel isolated and feel like I stand out or I don't belong within that community. So I don't really consider myself a part of any community, spiritual, conscious, metaphysics. I'm just me. That's who I am. I'm just me who likes to learn and who wants to heal, grow, and evolve. That is my motto. So that's who I am. I don't consider myself in any type of community because it's a facade. It's not really a true community. I'm just me. I'm Sage. That is who I am, and that's my truth I'm going to stand on. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because that's something that's been on my mind, and I wanted to share that with you all who has been experiencing anything similar to that. So yeah, that's all I have for this video today. I hope this video finds you well. If there's anything you want me to talk about specifically, just let me know in the comments, and until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.